So, you've probably heard you can build your own custom AI assistant, right? But maybe you're thinking, yeah, but I'm not a programmer. Well, guess what? You don't have to be. Today, we're going to break down how you can build really powerful AI agents for your business without touching a single line of code.
And it all starts with this number, 75%. Now think about it. Just a year or so ago, AI was kind of seen as experimental for most companies. But today, 75%. So what is that exactly?
Yep, you heard that right. 75% of small businesses are now using AI tools. This isn't just for the massive tech giants anymore. This is a fundamental change in how business gets done, and it's happening right now for businesses of all sizes.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, this has got to cost a fortune, right? Well, not necessarily. Take a look at this number. $1,800. What's that?
That's the annual cost. We're talking less than $150 a month to get your hands on technology that honestly felt like science fiction just a couple of years ago. That is an incredible level of accessibility.
All right, so we've established the why. It's accessible and pretty much everyone's jumping on board. But let's get down to it. What is an AI agent? What are we actually building here?
At its core, the textbook definition is, it's an autonomous program that can see what's going on, make a decision, and then take action to hit a specific goal. Okay, that's a little dry, isn't it? Let's use a much better analogy.
Just think of it like hiring a new employee. You wouldn't expect them to just show up on day one and magically know what to do, right? Of course not. You have to give them instructions, a role, a job description. Well, for an AI agent, its instructions are basically that, its job description.
And it really breaks down into 4 simple parts. First, you've got the instructions. That's the job description we just talked about. Second, the brain, a large language model like GPT-4 that does all the thinking. Third, it needs memory, so it doesn't forget what you just talked about 5 seconds ago. And finally, and this is crucial, it needs tools, the actual apps it can use to get the job done, like sending an email or updating a spreadsheet. Now this is where it gets really cool. The old way of building this stuff, it meant writing lines and lines of complicated code. I mean, look at that. But the new way, it's visual. It's like building with Legos. You just connect these blocks to create a workflow. And every single workflow, no matter how complex, starts with one simple thing, a trigger. Right? The trigger. Every automated process has to start somewhere. Think of it like the starting pistol for a race. It's that one specific event that kicks everything into motion. It could be you clicking a button, a new email with a specific subject line hitting your inbox, or even just, it's 9 a.m. on a Monday. So once that trigger fires, the workflow moves on to the nodes. And a node is just a fancy word for a single step or action in your process. One node might tell the AI to summarize a document. The very next node could format that summary, and a third one could post it to Slack. You literally just chain these action blocks together, one after another, to build out your whole process.
Let's look at a super simple example. The trigger is a button click. That activates an AI node with one instruction, tell me a joke, and the output is the AI's response. It really is that simple. Trigger, node, output. You've just built a basic workflow.
Okay, so telling jokes is fun and all, but what about actual business tasks? A standard AI doesn't have a clue about your company's warranty policy or your internal FAQs. So how do we give it that specific, private knowledge?
The answer is a super powerful technique called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or just RAG for short. Now, the name sounds really complex, but the idea is simple. The AI retrieves information from your documents to augment, or improve, the answers it generates. This is the secret sauce. This is how you turn a generalist AI into a true expert on your business.
So how does this actually work behind the scenes? Well, first, you upload a document, like a PDF of your company policies. The system then automatically breaks it down into small, meaningful pieces and stores them. So when you ask a question like, what is our warranty policy? The agent instantly finds the most relevant chunks of info and uses them to put together a perfect answer based only on your document. To put it simply, RAG gives your AI agent a superpower, a perfect, searchable memory of all your company's knowledge. It transforms your agent from a generalist into a specialist, ready to answer specific questions for you or your customers in an instant. So what are the big takeaways here? First, AI is more accessible and affordable than you probably thought.
Second, you can think of an AI agent as a digital employee that you get to train. Third, modern no-code platforms make building these things as easy as connecting visual blocks. And finally, you can give your agent specialized knowledge about your specific business.
And that brings us to the final and maybe most important question. Now that you know this is possible, what's the first repetitive, time-consuming task in your business that you could hand over to a custom AI agent?